Hey world, it's being able to come back to another video. I just want to come back with a little food for thought. Just give you something to think about. Now think about this. Last week I did a video about how, you know, the government is considering giving $450,000 to illegal immigrants that came over here in 2018 that was separated from their families. Now, if you go back to 2018, there was a lot of information about how a lot of these illegal immigrants was coming over with kids that didn't belong to them. So they weren't even family. So how are they going to decipher who's separated from family, who's not? Because remember, a lot of those kids weren't even with their parents, weren't even with family members. You know, they was brought over here for other reasons. This was 2018, but they want to give these people $450,000. Now this was introduced last week, right? Do you think it's a coincidence that Congress just passed a $1.2 trillion infrastructure bill, and only a fraction of that money is going to infrastructure? Like my boy Texas May said, I mean, the bill is thousands of pages long, and they do that for a reason, just like the Constitution. You know, a lot of, just like a lot of these bills, you would think as so-called voting Americans that every person that votes, right, should have access to a version of the bill, meaning a version that's comprehensible. It's not an accident that they put that in such language that you're going to understand. And why not just break it down? I mean, we don't have to read thousands of pages of rhetoric about the bill. Just let us know where the money is going. I mean, that's 2 pages at best. How much money is going here? How much money is going there? People can understand that because we pay bills every month. But what you have to understand is that money, that's our money. That's taxpayers' money. This money just didn't come out of the sky. Anytime Congress votes on a bill to spend money, that is money coming from the American people, coming from us. And you got to think about it. How can they approve a $1.2 trillion infrastructure bill, right? Where the money coming from when, allegedly you $30 trillion in debt? And as someone, and I mentioned this in the past video, who you owe $30 trillion to? And how is it $30 trillion now? And now you're talking about an infrastructure bill. Dude, $30 trillion and you ain't got nothing to show for it? I mean, it's just like me. If I spent $300,000 this year in 2 months, and I ain't got nothing to show for it. But the government can say, hey, okay, we got $30 trillion in debt and nothing to show for it, and you just approved another $1.2 trillion. If you're serious? And like my boy Tim KY said, he wanted to start his own business, his restaurant business, and they wouldn't even give him $75,000. But they're gonna give illegal immigrants $450,000. You think it's an accident this bill is passing out? So where they gonna get the money? So don't be surprised when Congress passes this bill to give, that 800 to almost 1 million people $450,000. Now they're not gonna advertise it, but just know, that's where their money's going. Because if they was really, really representing the people, public servants, then you will want to let the people know that this their money. Where is it going? $1.2 trillion, and none of that is going toward, the citizens that need it, the veterans. I mean, you would think that they will put aside, millions of dollars to compensate for those who got fired or lost their job because they refused to take the vaccine because of whatever reason they wanted, whatever their reasons are. How you fire them? And for the greater good? Are you serious? When it's already understood, well, let me be careful before they strike my video. But I digress. It's hard to even fathom that. Because remember, I said before, ain't no such thing as elections. It's only selections. Because how in good faith and with a straight face, senators and congressmen can vote on a bill and say, okay, hey, we'll approve $1.2 trillion and not let the people know what that $1.2 trillion is going to. Talking about infrastructure. Come on, man. Come on, man. So, family, if you didn't know, I just want to come back with a little information. Like I said, Congress did approve $1.2 trillion. Please pay yourself first and start looking into ways to make investments into your future. Like I said before, this is just one big bubble ready to crash, ready to blow. Because remember, you add $1.2 trillion to an economy that's already overextended. That means interest rates going to go up. Inflation is going to go up. And see, now they're not even talking about the supply chain situation with all that cargo and all that merchandise out there that can't get to the stores. Because remember, if it can't get to the stores, then the people that need it, they're going to have to dip into inventory, which now they have to raise prices. And you don't know what you're getting. It's just a sad state of affairs. I'm telling you, this is the age of Aquarius, and I hope that my family in the garden is conscious and aware of what's going on and don't love this world. Because this world ain't loving you back. You know what I mean? The greatest thing that you can ever have in this existence is to love someone and love nature and have that love be returned to you. If it's materialistic values, if it's stuff you can buy at the store, it gets old and loses value. But love doesn't lose value. I just think it's crazy. This is a very satanic, deceptive government that's been running this country for years and years and years. And until there's a change of guard, meaning if the, kids of these old ass congressmen and senators, these guys are 80-some years old. Look at Biden. Look at Schumer. Look at Pelosi. Look at McConnell. These cats are old. And you trying to tell me people still voting for these people? No, they've been elected to do exactly what they're doing now. Remember, family, it's one bird and two wings. That's it. Anytime you start talking about, I'm a Republican, I'm a Democrat, they got you. Just like religion. I'm a Christian. I'm a Muslim. I'm a Mormon. I'm a Jehovah's Witness. And y'all all praying to different gods, but out of the same Bible, the same characters, Abraham and Moses and Isaac, all of that. And y'all don't understand that once you start categorizing yourself into one particular religion, then you got. It's one creator that created everything. And so, but the divide and conquer is real, family. Ain't no such thing as conservatives, liberals, all that kind of crap. Those are just titles they like to give people to make them feel good about themselves. But you're really hiding behind it. Because you don't want to step out there. You know what I'm saying? Sitting on a biscuit, too scared to risk it. And I understand, because it's power in numbers. And the division is real. All right? And they continue to propagandize it by putting it on the television and the social media. Yeah. Like I said, if I didn't want to come back a little food for thought, just chilling. I can't watch the Dallas Cowboys because I'm in H-Town and they got the sorry-ass Houston Texans on Fox and the Cowboys supposed to be on Fox. So now I'm sitting on Swole. But it's all good, though. It's like go to NFL red zone. Because like I say, you got to throw the white, you got to wave the white flag, Because remember, all sports are rigged anyway. I just have cognitive dissonance because, that's what I grew up on, But they all rigged. I mean, anytime you legalize sports gambling or sports betting, they tell you right there that they just basically let us know, okay, now owners, coaches, referees, now they have much more incentive to rig games. So just stay conscious, family. I mean, don't don't be a fanatic. Don't be real. See, if I was you, make yourself some money. If you're watching games and stuff, make yourself a little money doing it. Everybody else is. It's obvious the government not gonna help us. So if you can't beat them, join them. That's what I say. You know what I mean? Stay conscious. All right, family. In the meantime, between time, may the Most High Inside bring you joy. And being with is 95,000.